Hi, and welcome to another episode of Görgött. This time we'll be making a tomato ceviche. It's a perfect dish by itself or as an accompaniment to some nice meat or fish. It's a recipe from a couple of friends of mine that run a Japanese restaurant in Vienna called Mochi. I had the honor to be part of making their cookbook as a photographer, and the recipe is in here. I'll put a link down in the description. I'm not sure if it's available in English, but I'll check and put a link for you. And this is the finished product. Beautiful colors, fresh tasting. You're not going to want to miss this. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. You click on the subscribe button, please. And if you want to stay updated with new content, please also click the bell icon so you get notifications. But let's get started. Here are the ingredients that we'll use today. Some different kinds of tomatoes. You can choose whatever tomatoes you like. It's nice to have some different colors and different sizes. Red onion, some coriander, a bit of ginger. This is fresh ginger. You can also buy the dried one from the supermarket. Well, it's not dried as such, it's still fresh, but it's the one with the gray kind of shell on it or peel. And this is fresh, so it is much greener. It's also rice vinegar, sesame oil, and soya. Oh, and some Japanese chili powder. I'll try to pronounce this. Shichimi togarashi. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. But first what we'll start with is we'll have to kind of blanch the tomatoes. And before we do that, we have to, I'll do that quickly on one, just show you. I'll take a green one. We have to cut out the stem. Like that, and we do a cross with a knife at the bottom. And then we'll blanch them in boiling water and peel them. So I will do that now, and then we'll get back. So as you can see, we blanched our tomatoes. The next thing to do is basically decide how big you want them. These smaller ones I would keep as they are. I think it's nice. And the bigger ones, we'll cut them a bit. The important thing when you blanch something is to, when you're done, to put it in ice water. It needs to cool down really quickly to stop the cooking process. Otherwise you get cooked tomatoes and not peeled tomatoes. This one we'll also do in quarts. This one we'll do in quarts, and then we'll half them. But anything goes. Whatever you feel works for you, just use that size. And this looks really cool. I don't know if you can see it there, but this kind of structure, this reddish structure. Here I think we'll do 8s, and then we'll split it down the middle so that we get 32 pieces out of this one. And I have to get a bigger bowl. But you get the idea. So, that's that. We have been cut. Let me quickly get rid of that. So, now what we can actually do is we'll get a bigger bowl. Put the tomatoes in the bigger bowl. And then we'll make the dressing in here. And the dressing, I'll put the recipe down in the descriptions. But it's basically 120 grams of rice vinegar. I think it's 40 grams of soya and 40 grams of sesame oil. I'll put that in the description. This is already sesame oil and soya mixed. And then into this comes 20 grams of sugar and 10 grams of the Japanese chili mix. As well as the ginger. Now the ginger, you can either chop it finely like I did, or you can grate it, whatever you prefer. So get a spoon. We can have a quick taste. Yeah, that does the trick. And now we'll pour this over the tomatoes. Put some water on because I will get in and mix with my hands. There's no better utensil when cooking than using your hands. And now what we'll do is we'll let it rest for about 15 minutes to kind of soak up the marinade. And after that it's pretty much good to go. Well, let's wait for those 15 minutes and then let's make like one portion and then we'll taste it. Here we are. Finished tomato ceviche. Let's get some of this in the bowl here. Try to get some mixed colors. I think that's part of the beauty of this dish. It's all the beautiful colors. Oop. Get in there. There we are. And then to top it all off, put some finely sliced red onions and a bit of finely chopped coriander. There we go, the finished product. Perfect dish by itself, or you can use it as a starter or something to go with meat or fish, something that needs something fresh. I remember serving one once with pork belly and that was perfect. Also, depending on which tomatoes you use, sweeter or more sour tomatoes, it's a wonderful combination. It's really refreshing. And I think both my wife and daughter will be happy tonight when we serve this. So that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching and stay tuned for more content to come. I'll be definitely cooking more from the Mochi cookbook. It's just the type of food that I love. But see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.